And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Dominant Discussions. We have been absent. We have not been here. I got put on nights for a week because Jace has had things to do. It is currently a Sunday afternoon. I've been going to the gym. This is, new year, new me, that type of stuff. I feel great right now. I'm about to ruin it all by drinking this one beer, though, so here we go. God, that felt good.
I'm not gonna ruin it all, but it's just one.
Well, I did go. I went to the gym today. It's a Sunday, right?
And I've been proud of you. You going to the gym every day this week?
I didn't go yesterday.
All right,
and I started Wednesday.
Almost. Okay. Oh, all right. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, I got the membership Tuesday, so technically I went Tuesday, but did not actually work out.
Okay.
I went Tuesday before work, got my membership, and then Wednesday morning on my way home from work.
Was Kyle in there?
Yeah, he was there. He was the one that signed me up.
Yeah.
And then he came in while I was working out Wednesday morning.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah, they have manager hours and all, like, to where he's there. It's from like 9 to 6 or some shit during the week.
Yep, that sounds like his hours. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I think 9 to 12 on Fridays.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sick.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty sleep in and get off early. Yeah.
Pretty good gig.
Yeah, pretty good gig there.
We got a lot. I mean, obviously, we've been going for a little bit, so, we had a bunch of signings happen. We're still waiting on the main one, still waiting on Big Meat Pete, still waiting on Bregman, still waiting on Ha-Sung Kim, still waiting on Jerkson Profar, still waiting on Jesse Winker. Kike Hernandez hasn't gone anywhere. Santander hadn't gone anywhere. Whatever. Flaherty, surprisingly, still hasn't gone anywhere. Scherzer's still on the board. Tanner Scott still on the board. You got a lot of these guys still on the board over here.
Yeah,
and it's rough. I wish these guys would just hurry up, sign. That way we can be done with this shit and talk about college baseball because I am ready, bud. Yeah. We got a little bit over a month.
Yeah,
and I am so ready. This LSU team is looking fantastic. I got my LSU cup right here. It's got some drink in it. But I'm gonna drink this beer first, and I'll go back to that. Got an LSU flag hanging up. We also have a Red Sox flag hanging up, and it's been an okay off season. I'll say
it's been decent. They can still make a couple moves.
Better than last year.
Better than last year.
They're
2 moves away from being really good.
Yeah.
And that really good, arguably winning the AL East is the Bregman move and the Tanner Scott move. You do those 2 things, you're sitting nice and pretty in the AL East.
What if they don't sign Bregman and they sign – I need to pull up a list of free agents. I need to pull something up. I don't have shit pulled up.
If it's somebody that's not on this board, it's not helping them.
You don't think?
No.
What if they sign Profar?
There's just nowhere to play him. There's other moves that –
Wasn't he a middle infielder, though?
Yeah, but there's still nowhere to play him, though. You're not counting on that guy at second. Bregman, you can slot right into second base. He's going to be a gold glove second baseman. It's fine. Or you can trade Yoshida – at a DH role. You can move Rafi to DH and put him at third and have Von Grissom play second.
Okay. Well, look, last time we were together, we went ahead and we were talking about this guy that had like less than 24 hours to sign.
Yep.
Right? Ha-Sung Kim.
H-Y-E. So not
ha. Not ha-ha. It's hi.
Hi.
Something like that. Another guy from the what do they call it over there? The shit. What's the league over there in Japan?
Now that you put me on, and I talked about it all last.
Son of a bitch. Baseball league.
Nepal.
NPL. Is it MPL?
NBL. Nepal Baseball League.
Oh, okay.
Nepal. NIPPON.
League. Let's
Come on, you can do it, bud.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. So NPB. We're both wrong.
NPB.
Okay. NPB. National Public Broadcasting.
Is that is definitely not what it stands for.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Nippon
Professional Baseball.
Why isn't NPB? Oh, Nippon Professional Baseball Organization.
That's, I don't know.
This is an athletics baseball club moment right here.
Yeah.
But no, this guy, he had less than 24 hours to sign. Well, turns out the next day, guess what? He signed 3 years, 12 and a half with
With the fucking Dodgers, man.
With the Dodgers, yeah.
The Dodgers of all teams. I mean,
yeah, I'm yeah.
And the crazy part about it is I listen. So on my way to work, on my way home from work, I listen to MLB Network Radio on Sirius XM.
I do not.
And they were talking. They interviewed. They had a guy on from Korea in the morning. It was like 2 a.m. in Korea at the time. Whatever.
Could you understand?
Oh yeah. He speak very fluent English.
Oh, okay, cool.
So they were asking me like, look, how did this come about? Why did this happen so fast? We hadn't even heard the Dodgers were interested in him. Blah blah blah. And he said, well, I just got back from vacation, and he said, I agree. He said Dodgers' name was never brought up in the whole 30. So you got a 30-day posting window for Japan League or NPB or whatever. You got a 30-day posting window. The Dodgers were never mentioned. He said this essentially happened within a couple of hours. The Dodgers showed interest, and they came out with a deal and signed him. It's just, it's a 3-year, $12.5 million deal. There's a 4th-year mutual option for $22 million. And, he gets signed. He's an infielder that's played some outfield as well. And first question becomes, where does this guy play? Because Mookie's coming in the infield. You got Rojas. You got Lux. Max Muncy stuck at third. Freddie's stuck at first. Shohei stuck at DH. Where exactly is he going to play? Teoscar's in the outfield already. You got who's the other center fielder that they were big on? Tommy Edman had re-signed. He's going to play the majority of center field.
Harrison Bader's still on the board, and so is Kike.
Who's the lefty? The lefty, James Outman. That's who it was. James Outman's going to be the other guy in the outfield for him.
Okay.
Along with Chris Taylor playing a platoon spot. So where's this guy exactly going to play? And, if you didn't hear us talk about Hai-Sung Kim in the last episode when we closed it out with him, we kind of went over his stats a little bit. This dude's an absolute stud. He's a career 8 seasons in the KBO League where he hit 304 total. He's not a home run threat. Only 37 homers. This past year was his biggest at 11. That's a Korean baseball organization.
Are we profiling here? Did he play in the NPB, or did he come from Korea? Is he South Korean?
He came from Korea. He played.
So what the fuck?
Yeah, we missed that one.
Yeah,
that's our bad.
That's our fault. 100%. Actually, my fault.
In the KBO, so he comes over, signs, and everybody starts asking questions. Where's he playing? Where's he playing? If you didn't hear all the stats and all that, go back, listen to the last episode. I don't think we need to reiterate them too much here. Again, a guy that's moved around. Well, what do the Dodgers do? Dodgers go out, trade Gavin Lux essentially the next day to the Reds.
Yeah.
So, again, this is something that...
Which the Reds needed somebody to replace Jonathan India.
But you still got a lot of infielders over there. You got Matt McClain coming back, who's going to be comeback player of the year. He's an absolute stud. Ellie, that's your 2 middle infielders. You got Junior Candelario over there. You got... who's going to play first base for him this year? Is it going to be Junior? Reds roster, let's see. Uh-oh. So far, he can't open page.
Well, why not, Jace?
I don't know. Ask her.
Let's see. Reds roster.
What the heck is going on here?
I don't know, bud. I can open it. I didn't kick you off.
MLB.com is not working for me right now. What is
working for me, bud? Woo!
What is happening?
All right, so what are we looking at?
Reds first baseman.
Reds first baseman. Tyler Stevenson. No. Jameer Candelario.
All right, who's at third for him? I don't know why it's not working.
Noelvi.
Yeah, my guy that I picked for Rookie of the Year last year before he got hit with PEDs.
I can see why. He's 6'2",
216. I mean, you got an allotment of infielders. Now, he can go play the outfield. He does have some time in the outfield. He's played a couple of few games in left field. Let's see where his...
A couple of few?
Yeah, a couple of few. Fielding. Let's see what his advanced fielding stats say. In 2021, he played 1 game in right field, 11 games in left field. So let's see. Total in left field. This dude's been in the league for 5 years. He's played 39 games in left field, 45 overall in the outfield. So he can play out there. You don't necessarily really, it's not the ideal fit for him, but in my opinion, Gavin Lux was no longer, he didn't have a spot
Yeah, and currently in the Reds outfield, you have Jake Fraley in right. In center, you got TJ Friedl. And in left field, you got Spencer Steer. Now,
who's hitting DH for him? I think should be Spencer Steer.
So it should be.
Or is it Encarnacion?
Encarnacion Strand.
Yep.
It's that guy. Rhys Hines, to me, should be in this starting lineup.
Yep.
As an everyday player. And depth chart wise, he's listed as the 5th right fielder.
Whew.
Now, I don't know if this is necessarily 1 through 5 or whatever, but he's behind Gavin Lux and on the depth chart in right field. Rhys Hines should be starting every day. Now, who is he starting in front of? I'd put him in front of Fraley. Jake Fraley's good. And, shout out LSU guy.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you have this talent in Rhys Hines, who is a dog.
Well, also, Gavin Lux is listed there because he's listed as starting second baseman if you go up a little bit, which I don't think he's going to be because Matt McClain's back, and you're not keeping Matt McClain out the lineup. It's just not happening.
So you putting him at DH?
No.
They don't have that big of a bat to be able to put them in. Your DH, you want him producing runs.
Yeah, he's got to hit homers.
Yeah.
And Christian Encarnacion Strand is a good player. He had 161 at bats, had 2 homers last year. It's not the best, but this is a guy that they think really highly of.
What position is he listed at?
First base.
Yeah, I'd rather switch him and Candelario. Candelario he has monster numbers, from what I believe. 2024 regular season at 427 at bats, and where the fuck?
What you looking for? Homers?
Yeah,
it's up there on that top row.
I did not see it, but there. 20. He had 20 home runs.
There you go.
Okay, I'll take a 20 home run season out of a DH.
Especially only 400 at bats. Typically your normal at bat is 550.
Yeah.
So he's adding more to that.
He hit 225 this year.
He played 112 games.
It's not good numbers, but his career on base is 318, right? He's had over 3,000 at bats and only hit 108 home runs. Mm-hmm. So you do the math on that, 20 is a good season for him.
Yeah, his most was 2023 when he got traded. He played for Washington and Chicago. He had 22 combined, and then came to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
In a trade.
Yeah, so I like this guy at your DH spot if you're going to put him there, and if you're going to put Encarnacion Strand, if you're going to put him at the first base spot, I don't mind that. But trading for Gavin Lux doesn't make sense to me unless you don't expect Matt McClain to come back at the start of the season, unless something's happened to where you're like...
No, he's playing because he's been in Arizona Fall League.
Okay.
And he's been lighting it up in Arizona Fall League. He's gonna be back.
So Ellie's at short. You're not doing anything with that. He's staying there 100%.
I would probably put TJ Friedl on the bench if I'm the Reds. You're talking about a guy that he's okay. 226 with 13 homers. That's not great numbers. Played in only 85 games. Hadn't really seen the field a lot. 2022 played in 72, and 23 played 138, and in those 138 games he only hit 18 homers, hit 279, which is good. But then comes back last year, only plays in 85, hits 13 homers and 226. It's just it's very up and down there.
So you're putting TJ Friedl on the bench for Gavin Lux or for Rhys Hines?
I want Rhys Hines in the.
I want Rhys Hines in the lineup.
I want Rhys Hines in the lineup.
Plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. I want Rhys Hines in the lineup. He's 22 years old.
If you're looking at specific numbers, I'm putting Encarnacion Strand on the bench and Rhys Hines in my DH and Gavin Lux in the outfield, or flip-flop them. I don't care.
Yeah, it's just tough. You have so many players.
But they're so high on Encarnacion Strand. And, we're not inside the organization. We don't know what these guys are projecting or anything like that.
Yeah. So
their projections might be huge, but look, and for the Dodgers on this side, you get Kim, and you trade Lux, and you get a kid in Mike Sirota.
Not Soroka.
Yeah, not Michael Soroka, but Mike Sirota. He got drafted last year. This is a guy He has 0 at-bats in the minor leagues right now. Came out of Northwestern. I believe he was a third-round draft pick. In Northwestern, his 3 college years, he's a .324 hitter. He's got 29 homers. Dude seems like he can hit. He's an outfielder, plays all 3 outfield positions. 6'3", 188, is an absolute tank up there.
Is that Northwestern, like, the college, or Northwestern State, the college?
I'm sorry, it's Northeastern.
Oh, okay.
I can't read.
Never mind. No, it's okay. Words are hard.
Yeah.
Northeastern
Huskies. Yeah. I can't read, so.
It's okay, bud.
It's all right. Words are hard on this show.
Yes.
But you get him, which essentially you got him for about 8 years because that's how it goes through the minor leagues. And you also get another first-round pick this year. You trade so again, we've explained it before. Draft picks can be traded in MLB only if they're competitive balanced draft picks. If you got the number 1 overall pick, you cannot trade the pick itself.
Right.
You can draft the player and then trade him later, but you can't trade the pick itself.
Do you think they'll ever change that?
I hope so. But there's a lot of work that's got to go into that because teams are allotted a certain amount of draft money. So if you were to trade your number 1 overall pick, how would the money work? Would you have to send that money? Would it have to be half of it? There's a lot of stuff that's got to work in that. But competitive balance picks, which you get those, there's a bunch of different ways you can get them. We're not going to get into all of it.
There's
there's a lot of ways you can get them. But essentially, the Dodgers get Mike Sirota, and they get the 37th pick, which will fall into the first round, even though there's only 30 teams. There's competitive balance picks. This will be a first round, 37th overall pick. So I think the Dodgers come out nice here. You sign Kim, who's going to slot right in for Gavin Lux, which on paper, Kim's better anyway. Better defensively, better offensively. He can move around everywhere. He's played everywhere. Gavin Lux does have that same ability, but doesn't have the outfield innings that you want him to have. I think he'll get them with Cincy because I just don't see a spot in the infield for him.
Yeah.
Matt McClain and Ellie's too good.
Look, you talk about draft picks. Like, that's Tommy White got drafted in the first round, but he got drafted like 40th overall, 41, I believe, something like that. It's weird. It's weird. I just wish they would do things normal. I say normal, but like how football does it. You know, like you can trade draft picks. You have X amount of money, I guess, for signing bonuses and all. But like, these guys aren't getting paid shit till they get called up in the bigs, and even then, I mean, they're making chump change to like Ohtani. You know, like they're making fucking pocket change, betting money, right? They're making betting money to Ohtani. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I don't fully understand it, and I probably will never until they change it, and then I'll get it. But
there's just so much language.
Yeah,
and if look, we love baseball, okay?
Right.
College, MLB, coaching. I mean, we coached kids for years. I coached them for 11. You coached for 4. I mean, your dad coached us for however long. He was like, we love baseball.
I think Dad coached for 27 years.
To get into the language of all this stuff is something that we're just not going to do unless we get on a platform where we have to do it.
That's over my head.
Now, if we get on a platform where, you know, we have our own actual like show where we're getting paid real money and we're able to quit our everyday jobs and live off of that, then okay, we'll have time at the house to do this kind of research. We'll have our own researchers to be able to do it for us. Like,
I don't want to go to MLB Network. More people will listen to us. You know, more people will see us on YouTube than MLB Network because MLB Network isn't anywhere. You can't find it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unless
like,
you have all these weird... Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, it's one of those things where the language is so hard to understand. Even for people that love the game. And I've listened to MLB radio for years and years and years, and MLB talk shows and other forms of baseball podcasts. Even they get confused talking about it, and they're reading it off of a screen, like like what we're doing.
They got to tell the problem.
And they're what does that mean? Like, even they don't know. So we're not going to try. If we, if you want to sponsor the boys and we get on that platform one day, we're up for it, and we will do the research. I promise you.
Nick Saban said that some guy making those stats or whatever, like trolling people on the internet or whatever, is just a some fat guy sitting in his basement, in his mama's basement, just making this shit up.
Yep.
I'm convinced. Like, some of these stats, like OPS plus, like, I don't understand that one. Like, I understand OPS. It's just two numbers, you add them together. It's fine. But, like, Ward offensive, like, what the fuck? I don't get it. What happened to good old batting average, on base percentage? Call it a day.
Yep.
Fielding percentage.
And be done with it.
Oh, that's a big old E. Like, call it a day.
And now we sit back and we watch games and we're like, yeah, that's an error. And then you look at the bottom of the screens, it says hit. Like, no,
Yeah.
not a hit.
Right. Yeah.
But look, you said, speaking of draft picks, Coach, what if I was to tell you that in 2002 this guy got drafted, and in 2003 his current teammate was born, and now they're teammates because he signed with this team? And that'd be old knock knock. Who's there? Uncle Charlie Morton.
Correct.
Is with the Baltimore Orioles on a 1-year, $15 million deal. Personally, it's hard to see look where he's at in his career. I loved him in Atlanta, and I thought he was going to retire a Brave, but he didn't, clearly. And at 41 years old to start the year, he is going to be probably Oakland's number 3 behind Eflin and Grayson. Welcome to Dogs Into the Podcast.
Yeah.
Behind those two guys, and then you got the other one that they signed out of Japan, Sangamora or something.
Hold on. Shit.
Let me see.
Sagano.
Yeah, Sagano.
Sure, that's it.
So you're going to have these guys. Eventually, Kyle Bradish is going to come back too. Who was your
Tomoyuki.
Yeah. But, man, Charlie Morton, look, I love this.
What are you doing, son?
Hey, Detail. I love the deal for the O's. This doesn't solve all their problems. This is not a Corbin Burns. This is not a Jack Flaherty. This is not an ace that was on the board, a Max Fried or something like that you thought the O's might need. But, it gives them more depth. It gives them a consistent guy. This is a dude that over the last 4 years has been 31 or 33, 31, 30, 30 in his starts. You go back before that, he made 9 in 2020, which is right on par. Before that, 19, 33, and then 30, and then 25. I mean, this is a model of consistency. He's going to take the ball every 5th day. He's going to give you innings. Hasn't been under 163 innings, with the exception of the 2020 season. So this is a guy that's just going every 5th day. He's getting the ball, and you can count on him to get you 5, maybe 6 innings every game. What you looking at?
He's been under 163 innings. I mean, earlier on in his career.
Yeah, early on. I was talking about just the numbers that I put out there. Those last years since 2018.
I got to focus more on listening.
So, again, this guy model consistency here. I mean, he's going to go out. He's going to throw his curveball at an insane rate, which is really tough to hit still. Let me pull this up on Baseball Savant real quick.
Look, while you're pulling it up, you got a guy 40, going to be 41, going into his 18th season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, still bringing it, right? But not. He's locating, right? He's pitching Greg Maddux style. He's giving you innings. He's
still throwing. His fastball last year averaged 94.1 miles per hour.
That's fine, but look at league average right now. League average has got to be 98.
Let's see. MLB league average.
Fastball, mile an hour. Fastball speed.
He's right at league average.
Oh, never mind, 93, 94.
Yep. 93.7 to 94.2.
I stand corrected. I'm just gonna shut up. Y'all watch me drink this beer and then
But look, he threw his curveball 1,183 times last year. That was first among all of his pitches. His second most used pitch was a four-seam fastball at 806 times. So almost 400 more curveballs than fastballs. And it seems like right now he's almost a 1-2 combination of curveball, four-seamer. After that, you got a huge drop, 500 less pitches with the changeup at 307, and then the sinker at 276, and then a cutter at 219. So he's got a 5-pitch mix. He doesn't use those other 3 nearly as often. He's heavily fastball, curveball, or curveball, fastball if you want to do it like that. And batting average against, let's see, his batting average against the curveball, only 200. I mean, this is still a pitch that's tough to hit even at 40 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Uncle Charlie's going to do good on this team. They needed some pitching, right? Obviously, you can't go back and sign big names. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, though.
I would not be surprised to see them go make a trade. They got a ton of prospects. You're losing Anthony Santander most likely. 44 homers this past year for you. You're hoping other guys can take a step forward. You're hoping Adley Rutschman doesn't fall off a cliff like he's done the last 3 second halves of the season. So, but you're losing a lot. You lost Corbin Burns, who was your ace. Grayson Rodriguez took a little bit of a step back. He wasn't the guy that he was the year before. You're counting on Zach Eflin to be your number 1, essentially. You don't know what you're going to get out of Bradish when he comes back, if he comes back this year. I saw something today pop up on MLB trade rumors. They haven't ruled out the possibility of re-signing John Means. He's not helping you, though, this year. He had Tommy John in May. He's not going to come back till after All-Star break, if that.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
This is a team that is young. You got all the pieces in play already. You just lost 44 homers. You haven't replaced that yet, and it doesn't seem like you're going to. So what do you have to do it, man? You got to go out and you got to make a trade. And look, Dylan Cease is a name that's out there on the trade block from the Padres right now. It seems like every fucking Padre is on trade block because of their payroll issue and the situation that they got. I wouldn't be surprised if Dylan Cease becomes an Oriole. The only way that's going to get held up, I don't see the O's. They did it last year with Corbin Burns for 1 year and then lost him in free agency. I don't see them giving up major prospects or MLB talent right now for another rental. If they do it, it would have to be, we're going to sign an extension. We're going to come to an agreement on an extension. You make the trade, announce the extension after. Because there's no way they take that chance on trading more prospects for 1 year of a guy that can walk in free agency.
So here's the thing.
No shot.
As it sits right now, their starting rotation goes Eflin, Rodriguez, Uncle Charlie, Dean Kramer, Kate Povich.
Yep.
As it sits right now, that's their starting 5. Do you like that starting 5?
No. I mean, it's enough to get you through. You got Sagano that's going to be up in there. It's enough to get you through a season. Look, I'll say right now, if the O's don't make a big change here, they're third in the division. They're not getting to the postseason. Because right now, as it currently sits, the Red Sox are better than the O's.
Yep.
And the Yankees are better than the O's.
Yep.
You're sitting at a very comfortable third. If a lot of injuries happen for the Sox, sure, you can get to that second spot. But look, the Sox just had their fan fest yesterday, I think it was, and Alex Cora came out talking about how much he loves Bregman and wants him on the team, sees him as a Gold Glove second baseman, like vying for Bregman. You throw Bregman in the 4-hole on this team, where you got Duran, who's one of the best players in the league, dude, hit 288 with 20-something homers last year, almost led the league in stolen bases, led the league in triples, dude's an absolute monster, okay? And then you go Trevor Story, who's back this year in the 2-hole, and then Devers, and then Bregman, and then Casas?
I don't know. I keep seeing on trade rumors that they're trying to get rid of Casas.
Well, they said it at FanFest yesterday that's not... He's not up for sale. We'll see what happens with that.
Anything's for sale for the right price.
Anything is for sale at the right price. But we'll see what happens with all that. But, dude, you throw Bregman into this group to put this winner and an absolute leader, a pull-happy guy that he'd be banging doubles off the green monster all year long.
Home run numbers might be a little down, but...
Still got 25 home run power.
Right. And
Shit.
On top of... Now, look, I'm hoping that Bregman can get to like Bregman of old because he hit, 235 this past year? Like, it wasn't...
Yeah, it wasn't his best year.
It wasn't his best year for sure, right? So, I'm really hoping, and we keep going to these Red Sox, and we have fucking 6 other guys to sit here and talk about.
260 this past year.
260, okay. Yeah, might as well have been 235.
Yeah.
Because you didn't hear shit about him. And
it's a 260 that felt like a 235.
Right,
How about
exactly.
That? Yeah.
Absolutely. So, but I mean, it's just this Red Sox team. You said it. They need 2 guys. They need a guy in the pen, right? and you need an extra bat. Bregman's the best fit. I mean, I'm sure there'd be other guys. You can sign Ha-Seong Kim. That'd be sick. Have him play second base. He's already a second baseman. You know, he can hit, obviously. And then you can also go sign fucking, I don't know, go sign Scherzer. I don't care at this point. Just do something.
Yeah.
Do something, right?
Stop rumoring everything. Do something.
I'm tired of everything being interested.
Hanging on the board. Put it on the board.
Yes, please.
All right, let's go to our next guy. So Charlie Morton going to the O's, 1 for 15. Coach, I tell you what, it's good to be an old pitcher because $15 million seems to be the number. Alex Cobb signed for 15. Charlie Morton signed for 15. Guess who else signed for 15? I'm getting Justin Verlander.
Yeah, it's a good time to be an old fuck around here.
It's a good time to be an old pitcher. $15 million is the number. So the real question becomes: Max Scherzer is going to sign 1 for 15 with who?
Yeah, pretty much. They're going to sign him to go play fucking right field at this point, but it'll be 1 for 15.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're not getting Justin Verlander of old, okay? His numbers are not what they used to be. Everybody knows that. I think he was injured a lot. I think he only made 5 starts, or not 5. 9 starts this past year. I had to pull up Baseball Savant real quick. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. He made 17 starts. It's Scherzer that made 9. But you're talking about a guy with Houston. He went 5-6 with a 4.55 ERA. No, what numbers is this?
I don't know what you're looking at, bud.
All right here. Now I'm ready. 5-6 with a 5.48. Yeah, 5.48 ERA. 17 games, 90 innings. You know. You're not getting a Justin Verlander role where you hand me the ball every 5th day. You hope so. I'd love to give Verlander the ball every 5th day.
He looks good in them Halloween colors, though, buddy. I tell you, look. Don't sleep on this Giants team this year, okay? Don't sleep on them. Logan Webb, Robbie Ray coming back healthy. You got Verley, and then Jordan Hicks and Kyle Harrison coming up the back end. Don't sleep on the Giants this year.
And see, I like Kyle Harrison. I think Jordan Hicks goes back to the bullpen because you got a guy there. His name's Hayden Birdsong.
That too.
He is going to be an absolute dog. I don't know if it's this year, but Hayden Birdsong is going to make a name for himself.
Fucking fine with me, bud. You know what they need? They need a closer. One closer.
Jordan Hicks back in the pen as your closer.
Leave him there. That's fine. But you got Patrick Bailey at catcher. Okay, Lamont Wade Jr. at first base. Tyler Fitzgerald at second. Matt Chapman at third. Willie Adames now at shortstop.
Yep.
Okay.
You got the best left side of the infield defensively.
Heliot Ramos in left. Grant McCray in center, which don't know much about him.
He's not going to play center. It'll be Kim whenever he comes back.
Kim.
He's injured. Well, he's probably on the injured list right now.
Okay. That's fine. But, and then Yaz. Yaz playing right. Okay. Jung Ho Lee is still in there.
That's who I meant. Jung Ho Lee in center, not Kim.
Yeah, all right. So we put Jung Ho Lee in center.
Yep.
All right. Don't sleep on this Giants team this year. And I was at a party one time. This was fucking Halloween? It was something. No, it was somebody's birthday party. They had like a fucking theme or whatever. So I show up. There's a big-ass TV, like probably about a 70, 75-inch, outside underneath the carport. And there's 2 guys that are sitting there, and everybody else is inside drinking, playing beer pong, this and that. The 2 guys outside, buddy, they're watching the Giants game. They're huge Giants fans. And I told them, I was like, look, like, you know, if y'all ever want to come talk Giants baseball, and they're like, we don't want to fucking talk about that shit. It's fucking bullshit. They're, like, sitting there bitching about the game. Like, because and they knew a lot. Like their owner, this and that. Like, and they just started talking shit about the Giants. And I'm like, damn, like, Giants used to be, like, almost a powerhouse.
A staple.
Like, to win 3 World Series in 6 years. Right?
And come in last the other 3 years.
Yeah. You come in last in the division on the years in between.
Yeah.
And then after that, you really don't see shit. Right? Mm-hmm. You come in third in the division because you have to. Okay, because you got Colorado, who's not doing shit, and then who else? So
Padres, Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks not won a World Series, but went to a World Series right recently. So you've come in third or fourth within the last, I don't know how many years. When was the last World Series they won? 2009 or some shit. Like
Who? The Giants?
yeah.
No, they won in the teens. That was their 3.
So
It was 16, I think. Was their last one. Or 14. Or 15. Like somewhere in that 14, 15, 16 range was their last championship.
Let me look this up because I remember specifically.
I got it.
Okay, MLB 2K9 had Lincecum on the cover. I remember that specifically.
Okay. Their last World Series was 14. Yeah.
Okay, 14. So they won 14, 12, and 10?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Got it. All
And
right.
before that was 2002. And then since 14, you had 2016. They made it to the wild card game that they won, beat the Mets. That was the one game. Remember,
Right,
that was when
right.
we were in one game wild card. 16, they lost in the division series to the Cubs, who won it that year.
Okay.
And then 21, they lost to the Dodgers in the division series. That's it.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, look, all I'm saying, do not sleep on those Giants.
Look, I'm not counting that out at all. We don't know what the Padres are going to do. Like I just now said, everybody's for sale on the Padres, it feels like.
Correct.
The Diamondbacks have gone out and made moves to make their team better. Now, granted, you still got to replace 35 homers from Christian Walker, which, you know, you made the trade for Naylor, but I don't think that's your answer. You sign more pitching. You got to really fill up the back half of your bullpen if you're the Diamondbacks. But, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if this Dodgers team wins this division by 10 games, 12 games, something like that.
Not surprised at all.
But the second, third, fourth place, depending on how fall off the Padres go here, depending on what they all sell, right? Arise is up for sale. He's on a 1-year deal. Cease is up for sale on a 1-year deal. Like, Xander seems like he don't have a place to play because they don't trust him. They got 9 years left of him.
Yeah.
You lost Hassan Kim, or essentially losing Hassan Kim, who played shortstop for you. So, depending on how bad the Padres fall off here, I wouldn't be surprised if that second, third, fourth place is a 2-game race all the way down to the end. And it depends on who won more head-to-head matchups. Gets second, gets third, gets fourth.
Yeah, I mean,
that division is going to be extremely difficult. I see the Dodgers winning it, obviously, by a solid margin, 10, 12 games, probably. Yeah. But that second, third, fourth, probably 2 to 3 game separation. We're going to see it down to the last week of the series and who or last weekend of the year and who won all the head-to-heads to give them the thing. But
Padres haven't done shit.
No, because they're trying to shed payroll. But, dude, I love this signing for San Francisco. Again, if Justin Verlander can give you 25 starts this year at an under 5 ERA, this 1 year, $15 million is a successful signing, in my opinion. He's a guy that knows how to win. He's got a World Series. He's got Cy Youngs. I mean, this is a guy that he's won the Triple Crown. He's got an MVP. Just run it off real quick. This is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's an MVP. He's 3-time Cy Young, Rookie of the Year, Triple Crown winner, 9-time All-Star, 2-time World Series winner, 2-time ERA title, ALCS MVP, Major League Player of the Year. This is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, 100%.
But you're not getting a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No.
Okay?
Well,
you're getting a guy that's going to be 42 at the start of the year.
Obviously, Verlander's not in his prime. He's not. And it's facts. But he has one thing going for him that other guys don't, is that he's married to Kate Upton.
Here we go.
And that is the fountain of youth that he is. I mean, they got babies. Like, dude.
I don't know. Do they have babies?
Yeah, I think they got one.
Yeah. I got to check my cash outs real quick.
Oh, here we go. Coach Jason's betting on NFL football today. And he's using ESPN Bet. I don't know if that makes you want to use ESPN Bet.
I'm not using ESPN Bet.
Oh, I thought
100% not using that, everyone.
I thought that's what you were using.
No.
What you using now?
I got FanDuel and Bet365. This is not a paid promotion by FanDuel or Bet365.
It is not for ESPN Bet either. But you were using ESPN Bet.
No. I have it downloaded, but I've never signed up for it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Anyway, the Bills just won, so I got to check my cash outs real quick to see if it's worth cashing out or not.
It's not. Let it ride.
It's probably not. Yeah,
it's not. Let it ride. Let it ride.
Chat, let us know how you feel. I got
Chat.
so far I'm 3-0. I picked the Ravens, I picked the Bills, and I picked the Texans. I'm 3-0 in those. I got 3 games left. I got the Packers beating the Eagles, which is the one that scares me the most. Commanders beating the Bucks, and Rams beating the Vikings on Bet365. On FanDuel, I got those same picks, but Vikings beating the Rams.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know. If anything, I should have switched Green Bay and Philly. But
No, if anything, you should double down.
double down and get it. Yeah. Well, there's things that happen. Anyway, speaking of pitchers to sign, it is not a good time for Michael Lorenzen to sign. He did not get 1 year and $15 million.
He did not because he's not an old fuck. We established that he's not old.
What's Lorenzen, 32, 33?
He's born in 92, so you were 94.
Lorenzen is 33, just made 33 8 days ago, January 4th. So he'll be 33 throughout the year. He signs a 1 year, $7 million deal to return to Kansas City, where he made pitched in 7 games, made 6 starts, was 2-0, through 28 and 2/3 innings after getting traded from Texas to Kansas City. This is a guy in KC, pitched to a 3.90 ERA. Look, he's a solid player. Okay, he's not a needle mover by any means.
Was he the guy with Philly that threw a dude out from left field? They put him in the field. Who was that pitcher? He was a fucking.
It wasn't with. Was it with Philly?
Yeah, it was a Philly. It was a Philly pitcher. Let me see if I can find the shit.
I'm thinking of his time with Cincy. With Cincy, he hit, and remember, he hit the home run on the day after somebody passed away or something.
Philly, though, I thought.
Philly would. So he played with Philly, but only pitched in 11 games, and that was in 2023. So he shouldn't have played the outfield. Let's see what his fielding stats say, though. He might have. With Philly.
No, it's not. It's not Lorenzen, but it was with Philly.
He did not. Yeah, it was not Lorenzen.
Velasquez. That's what I'm thinking of.
Where he got drilled and threw the guy out left-handed?
No.
The pitcher?
This dude is a PO. Okay? And they were getting Philly's getting fucking destroyed, right? So they let a position player pitch.
Okay.
Right? And then they let the pitcher put it on Fox 44 right there.
Yeah.
There you go. So then they let the pitcher play fucking left field, and this is what happened. Comes up with a fucking hose, bud.
Dude, that's the same guy that, remember, he threw the pitch, took it off his arm, it broke his arm. He dropped the glove, chased the ball with his left hand, and threw left-handed to first base.
Where's that guy?
That's him right there.
No, I'm saying, like, where is he now?
He's out.
Okay.
He's out.
He's not good at all.
But
he just did all that amazing shit. He sucks. Fuck this guy. We're going to get him out of here.
But Michael Lorenzen, all right, let's get back to topic here. This is what we do on this show. We go off topic all the time.
We're not. Are we getting all this shit today?
Oh, yeah, we're going to go through all of it. We got time.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's only what time is it? It's only 3:07. Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Okay.
So Mike Lorenzen, look, this is a guy, again, model of consistency here. He's not going to blow you away with anything. He don't have anything that jumps off the chart for you. But this is a guy who's pitched in the league for 10 years. He's 47 and 44. Got a 3.99 ERA. 154 and a third innings pitched. He's actually got 15 saves up in here, so he can be a swing man out the pen for you if you need him to. Let's not forget that the
swinger.
That's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
Let's not forget that the Reds earlier in the offseason made a trade with Kansas City, the Jonathan India for Brady Singer deal.
Yeah, so that's what I was looking at. I was looking at their depth chart.
This is a guy that can step in. He's not going to be a Brady Singer and fill the second hole in the depth chart, but he'll slot right in there to 4 or 5, and that's fine.
Singer's in Cincy.
Correct.
We're talking about Royals.
Correct.
Okay.
Singer was Royals number 2.
Yeah.
He's not going to slot into the number 2 slot.
So now KC's rotation, you got Lugo.
Yep.
Right? So Seth Lugo, who's a fucking dog.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then you got Cole Reagans.
Who's an animal.
Right. Michael Waka.
Yep. Who they re-signed this offseason.
Okay. Alec Marsh.
Okay.
Not too familiar with him. And you got Chris Bubick.
Oh yeah, Bubik. Mm-hmm.
Bubik.
Yep.
Okay, and then Kyle Wright. That's their sixth guy listed on there.
I think it's Bubich actually.
Bubich. Fucking. Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Lorenzen go 5 and Bubich go 4.
I'm getting his jersey. Bubich. I'm getting his jersey, dude. But I'm gonna have it say Boobitch. Bubich.
I love it.
Yeah, number 50.
Can you please do that next time we come up in here? Can we please do that? In case you can't see, I knew we were going to talk Royals today. Royals.
I just came from the gym. Lake City, Colorado.
Actually, it's funny because whenever I was picking my jersey today, I pulled up the notes and said, all right, who all are we going to talk about today? I was like, Dodgers, yeah, whatever. We talk about them all the time.
Yeah.
O's, I don't have their jersey yet. I need to get it. San Francisco, I don't have their jersey yet. I need to get it. Royals, I got a Royals jersey, and I stopped right there and put the Royals jersey on.
Yeah. But no, I mean, look, the bullpen with Lorenzen in it, still not. It's not that good. I mean, you added. You added India. I'm talking lineup now. You added runs, right? You added run producers.
You added a leadoff.
You got Vinny coming back.
You added a leadoff.
Yes. Yeah. So Vinny's coming back healthy this year, like all year.
Still got Salvi.
So you got Salvi still. Now I don't know what kind of numbers he's going to be able to produce, because he's getting up there in age. He's 33, 34, something like that.
Yeah.
I thought he was older than that. He looks old as shit.
He's been in the league for so long.
Yeah, he just looks old as fuck. You got India at second, Miguel Garcia at third. You got Bobby over there at shortstop. You know, Bobby, it's me, your daddy, Roberto.
My mama said,
"Yeah, so
I'm the MVP, not Aaron Judge."
Right, exactly. Yeah. My mama said I won MVP this year. But MJ Melendez in left, Kyle Isbell in center, and Hunter Renfroe, the monster Hunter Renfroe, in right. Okay, or the once monster, right? You know, Look, correct me if I'm wrong.
We talked about just a while ago the Red Sox 1 through 5. If they were to add Bregman, this is a team that we're not even talking about adding right now. What they got: India leading off, Witt in the 2, Paskey in the 3, Salvi in the 4. Dude, what a lineup!
Yeah.
Give me that all day long.
And then throw Renfroe in 5.
Yeah, and if you want to be real nasty, you got Vinny at first base. Who's slotted in their DH spot?
Also Vinny.
Okay.
And then Salvi. And then Freddie Furman.
Okay, so 2 people are there 1-2 in the DH that also have starting spots on the field. So let's get real nasty with it. We don't trust this guy's defense at first, so let's go out inside and fucking Pete Alonso real quick.
Waiting on that, bud.
And let's put together a 1 through 5 that is going to absolutely dominate, because we know Bob's got 30 homers in him. We know Vinny got 30 homers in him. We know Salvi's going to give you 18, 20. And then you got Pete that's going to fit somewhere right in between that 2 through 5 spot and give you 40 probably because of how protected he is.
I tell you what, a guy you can go sign for a year and probably like $5-6 million. JD Martinez. You put him in the DH spot, call it a day.
JD's numbers just don't. After what he did,
or fucking big ass Vogelback, old big back Vogelback, dude. You can go sign his ass. He's listed as a DH in the free agents, right? He's too big to fucking play anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it, but I think Pete is a game changer. I think Pete's a game changer to a lot of teams.
You don't sign Pete for 10 years, fucking. $300-400 million or whatever the fuck he's worth.
You give him 3.
You don't sign him for that much money for him to be a DH. You don't. I'm plain and simple. I understand we have pressure. We have questions about.
All right, so he goes to first, and Vinny's my DH.
I think Vinny's better defensively, though. That's the issue with going to sign that. You're paying all this money to DH.
Ma, you got pitching. I need offense. I would say the exact same thing to Pittsburgh right now. You got pitching, add Pete. You need You need 40 home run power.
Fuck, go sign 40-year-old Justin Turner.
But
go sign Joey Gallo to strike out 300 times a year.
I love where Kansas City's at. We talk about
Rizzo. Go sign fucking Anthony Rizzo to be your DH.
Nah.
Or put him at first. Rizzo's good defensively. I like that.
I would rather them go get Santander and put him at the DH spot or something.
Santander?
Oh, yeah, as you say, Santander.
Or G-Man Choi. That'd be a solid ad.
But, yeah, I mean, they got some options here. KC looks real nice on the pitching side. I think their depth is good.
Yasmani Grandal still on the fucking board. Go sign his ass. Switch hitter. That can give you a 1.4 WAR at least.
Well, you might as well go get Profar for that.
Yeah, but you're not going to put Profar at DH.
Why?
Because you're just not.
Okay, put him in the outfield and put one of the outfielders at DH.
That's disgusting. Why would you do that? It's fucking awful.
Did you just bring this up today just so that way you can question every decision that I'm trying to throw out there?
Buddy, I'm going to the gym this year. I'm a new man.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Speaking of new man, Jeff Hoffman.
Yeah. He got new money.
He got new money. He signed for 3 years, $33 million with 6 incentives.
$6 million in incentives.
Oh, I thought it was just 6 incentives. Because Jay's kind of took over the board every time he comes in because I forget.
Correct.
And he just put 3/33, so I knew what that means.
We went over this before I started.
Again, I got to work on my listening. With 6 incentives.
No, you confirmed. I said everything, and you're like, all right, yeah, sounds good.
Because I'm not letting you explain it again. Hey, Belle, how you doing?
Welcome, Belle, into the podcast.
But no, Jeff Hoffman at 32. Oh, that's what we forgot to do. Let me take it off real quick.
We got to take her
You got to take her collar off because she likes to shake her head, and it does that.
He just made 32 4 days ago, January 8th. Happy late birthday, Jeff Hoffman.
Yes, happy late birthday, Jeff Hoffman. Happy new money, Jeff Hoffman. It's sad you're going to Toronto.
And happy welcome home to Jeff Hoffman because he is from.
Oh, he's from Canada?
He is.
He is. Well, congrats. You went back home. Sad thing is you went back home. This Blue Jays team, I don't know anymore. I don't know what to think about them. I don't know what they're doing. They're almost like the Angels right now of the AL East.
Look, the bullpen signing makes sense, right?
It absolutely makes sense. But if you're not going to do shit else,
you have nothing else going for you right now. You got Vladdy, who you offered him a contract, 10-year, $350. He said no. You refused to negotiate. You got Bo Bichette. Oh, by the way, Vladdy's a free agent after this year. You got Bo Bichette, who you don't even want to negotiate with.
I just want a slow off season. That's all I want. I want an off season where we were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And that's like the top name.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Never gonna happen
anytime soon. But you got Bo Bichette, who is also a free agent after this year. You've been in on Santander and you've been in on Pete. But guess what? Nobody wants to sign with you when you have zero interest on re-signing your 2 core players.
Hoffman's listed as their closer.
Yeah,
and he's going to be.
Yeah,
he's
right.
He's going to be a guy.
He's a stud.
This starting rotation, yes, he's a stud. But this starting rotation, you got Gosman, who's 34 now. Yep. I'm sorry, that's his number. Well, actually, he's born in 91.
He actually might be 34.
He might actually be 34. I don't know.
Let me see. I'll pull him up real quick.
34, 35. He's born in 91. You're born in 94. You're 30. You'll be. So he's
Kevin Gosman is 34 as of January 6th.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, all these guys that we're covering have just had birthdays last week.
LSU guys, shout out, bro. But Jose Barrios, who's not a bad asset.
Barrios, but yeah.
God damn it. You know what? Don't fucking correct me. I'm pronouncing these goddamn names how I want. All right? Fucking Chris Bassett.
All right, I know you know how to say that one. You said that on purpose.
Yeah, I did. Chris Bassett. Right, and then after that, you got Bowden Francis and Yariel Rodriguez, and Alek Manoah's in there. Alek Manoah got fucking sent down to like high school baseball.
He is doo-doo cakes.
Yes.
He had one good year. It was his rookie year, and he has been absolute garbage shit since.
Yes, absolutely. So he's almost like when you go to take a piss as a man.
Oh, God. I don't know where this is going.
In a urinal, right? What do you aim for?
Do they have ice?
No.
All right.
What do they have, though?
In a urinal?
They have cakes. They got the cakes, right? They're not for eating. They're for pissing. Okay? You piss on the urinal cake. That right there is Alek Manoah. He just got pissed on all fucking year. They sent him down. And they sent him down, and they sent him down, and guess what? He's basically playing USSSA baseball at this point. Like, He's not good. He's not good.
Gosh.
And you added Jeff Hoffman? He's not good. Go add Scherzer. Go add fucking Flaherty. Go add Sasaki. Go. He's not good. Okay, you have 5 guys. I agree. He's your 6.
To be clear, we're not saying Jeff Hoffman isn't good because he's a stud.
No, Jeff Hoffman is a stud.
We're talking about
he's
Manoah.
the best. Jeff Hoffman's the best player on this fucking team. But this team sucks, dude. Like, look.
I will say this team does suck. This team's not good.
But what's crazy is you look at their lineup, right? Who's playing catcher? Alejandro Kirk, rookie, who came up this year, or I'm sorry, didn't come up. I don't fucking pay attention to
Not
team.
Alejandro Kirk, no.
He's a young guy. He's a young guy.
He's got a few years in the
He's
league.
born in '98.
Yeah,
He's a young guy. He's younger than me. Fuck.
LA.
Anyway, he's a young guy, right? He's in his 20s. Good. All right, then you got Vladdy, who's a dog.
Yeah.
Right? Born in '99. Young guy. Okay? Andres Jimenez at second base.
Who you traded for?
Yeah. Born in '98. Young guy. All right? You got all these young guys, Bo Bichette.
Bichette, yeah.
Fucking everybody in your starting lineup except for Springer was born in the '90s. Okay? George Springer has not been George Springer.
Yeah, no, you're not getting nothing out of Springer.
No, you're not getting shit out of him.
It's a horrible contract.
Dalton Varsho.
Varsho.
Fuck. I told you quit fucking correcting me. Okay, I'm gonna butcher this one. Joey Loperfido. Is that how you say that? Do you know what I'm talking about? This guy? This fuck?
I think it's Fido.
Oh,
Loper Fido.
sorry.
Loper Fido.
Fucking sorry.
You asked me. You can't ask me and then not agree.
Ernie Clemo. Should I go with the Louisiana pronunciation? But no, look, this team on paper should be good, but they are not. So what is the issue here? I don't know. I would assume it's starting pitching because if you allow more runs than you score, that must mean that your pitching is not there, bud.
Wow.
And last year, what did you do mid-season at the deadline? Who'd you trade? Nate Pearson. Correct? To
the Cubs.
Chicago, to the Cubs. Didn't help the Cubs out. And guess who it didn't also help out? Toronto Blue Jays.
Correct.
So what is this team doing by signing Jeff Hoffman? I almost said Trevor Hoffman. By signing Jeff Hoffman, what are they doing?
So their bullpen was one of the worst in the league last year.
You had one fucking guy. Cut the team. Move the team. I don't give a shit. Cut everybody.
Yeah, look, it's a very confusing signing. This guy clearly wanted to go back home. It says he's from New York, Latham, New York. I don't know how close that is to Toronto, but that's what it was. He got drafted by Toronto in the first round. That's what it was. All right,
that's fair.
Goes back to the team that signed him, but I mean, this is look. Jeff Hoffman is a dog. Okay, this is a guy. He threw in 68 games last year. Had a 2.17 ERA, 66 and a third innings. Where's the K number? 89 strikeouts, only 16 walks. This dude is a monster on the mound, absolute stud. It's I don't know. I don't know where this team goes. You're not signing any big name free agents to help you offensively because everybody says no. You need to sign fucking Vladdy back. If you sign Vladdy back, then yeah, we'll come over there. But if you don't,
gonna happen.
They're not doing that. So
That's not gonna happen.
I don't know. I like the signing for the bullpen because I'm a big fan of Jeff Hoffman. I think he's a dog. He's got 98 to 100 in the tank with nasty off-speed stuff. Just an animal. Speaking of an animal, though, Coach, who we got next?
Brent Rooker. Okay, and I just pulled up this A's depth chart, buddy. Talk about a complete 180 from the Toronto fucking blue stupid shits. I'm sorry, I'm fired up about that. But look, this ABC, this Athletic Baseball Club here, they signed Severino this offseason, right? You ended up Mason Miller's coming back, hopefully fucking healthy. Okay, starting rotation also has J.P. Sears, who's going to be a dog. I don't know anything about Jeffrey Springs. Joey Estes, I think he's good too.
Jeffrey Springs is the guy they just traded for from Tampa. He's going to be really good. He's coming back from surgery, and he's going to be really good.
Okay. You need a little bit more bullpen help, in my opinion, right? But that's a good thing about an opinion. Sometimes it just doesn't fucking matter. All right. Catcher, Shea Langoliers. Okay. First base, Tyler Soderstrom or Seth Brown. Either one, which I like Seth Brown in right field. But, well, actually, no, I don't. Let's scratch that. Zach Geloff. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but he's playing second base.
You don't know who Zach Geloff is?
No, I do not.
Dude, click on him.
Click on him?
Yep. His last year's numbers aren't as good, but do his year before numbers.
He hit 211.
Yeah, do his year before numbers. Scroll down. Keep going. What's them year before numbers?
Year before numbers hit 267.
Homers?
14.
Yeah.
He hit more this year.
In his rookie.
He hit 17 homers this year.
Yeah. How many games?
In 23 he had 69 games, and in 24 he had 138.
Yeah. Zach Geloff's going to be a dog.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a little bit better. He's a second baseman who hits for power a little bit.
Yes.
That's not
correct.
I mean, it's kind of rare, but not really. Gio Urshela now playing fucking third base. Love it. You kind of replace Matt Chapman at that point, right? You kind of going back now to, especially with either Seth Brown or Soderstrom at first. Either one of those, you're kind of going back to your Matt Olson, Matt Chapman days. All right. Shortstop, you got Max Schumann or Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson was a stud that you drafted this past year.
Yes.
In the Tommy White draft and all. He's going to be a stud. He's out of high school. He's like fucking 18 years old. Never mind, I'm sorry. He's 22 now. That sucks. Wow. He was born in 2002. But look, in left field, Miguel Andujar. Nice. Center field, you got JJ Bleday, former Vandy standout, right?
Yep.
Right field, as I said, I like Seth Brown. And guess what? Brent Rooker is here to stay for another 5 years, signed for $60 million. Okay? 6 year, what's that term? VO? What's that term? 6 year vesting option.
Yep.
So that basically means what, Jace?
So, I don't know exactly what the vesting option is.
Isn't that like
let me just use
if he hits like these numbers?
Yeah. So I'll use Marcus Stroman here for a second. So Marcus Stroman has a vesting option for the 2026 season if he hits 140 innings. So if he hits 140 innings, that option vests. He's guaranteed that 2026 deal. So I don't know what the vesting option is for Rooker, but if he hits whatever number, whether it's games played, whether it's homers, whether it's an all-star one of these 5 years, whether it's an MVP ranking top 5 and MVP voting, playing a certain amount of game, there's a lot of different things it can be. But yeah, essentially he's got a vesting option. So
okay, so almost like an incentive for another year.
Yeah.
Okay, so perfect. But I think he should be probably your starting center fielder, in my opinion, but you can't. I don't think you can move Bleday, so I think you put him in left.
He's gonna hit DH. That's it.
Why though? I never understood giving that much money to a fucking DH.
I mean, that's what Poppy and all those guys.
I mean, I get it. It's only $12 million a year, but like still, yeah. But Poppy, that was later on in his career. He played first base when he first started.
Poppy was 28 whenever he became a permanent DH.
All right. Again, I'll just sit here and shut the fuck up.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, look, this past year in the outfield, he played 14 total games in the outfield. That's it. I mean, he's not playing the outfield.
Okay.
Last year in 2023, he played 58 total games in the outfield. It's just
look. Just like I said for the NL West this year, this is saying the same thing for the AL West. Do not sleep on this A's team this year.
I agree.
This A's team, if they had comeback team of the year, I'd probably go A's because I don't see the Chicago White Sox doing anything. But this team right here could make a wild card game. It is possible because I don't think the Astros have done shit.
Yep.
So What has Seattle done?
they did get Christian Walker and Isak Paredes.
Okay. But
they traded Kyle Tucker.
But what has Seattle done?
Nothing yet.
Right? Who else is in that division? That's
Rangers.
Angels. Angels have done a lot. Don't fucking sleep on that team either.
Yeah, sleep on that team. Don't bet on them to come in last.
No, I think Rendon's going to win comeback player of the year.
Yeah, bet on the Angels to come in last.
I don't think so, but.
Okay. Bet on the Angels to come in last, everyone.
That's fair. That's a fair assumption. But look, this A's team is looking pretty good. Way better than they have in years past. Even like Chris Davis era, like Matt Chapman, Matt Olson. That's what I said. Like I think that they got it kind of locked up. I think they need a little bit more bullpen help, and that's it because Mason Miller can't do everything, right? But your starting rotation is pretty solid. If you can get those guys to go 6 at least every game, I think we're good. I might get a ABC jersey this year. We'll see. We'll see, bud.
I mean, look, man, this is a guy. I'm a huge fan of Brent Rooker. I run our X page. I don't follow many players, but Brent Rooker is a guy that I follow. I'm a huge fan of this guy. He's super interactive with fans. This is the epitome of just a baseball player, like a guy that refused to quit. This Brent Rooker defines not quitting in baseball. All right, you're talking about a guy that was sent down, released, DFA'd multiple times, didn't have room for him on the roster. All right, all this dude needed was some at bats. All right, when he was with Minnesota, he played 58 games, only had 213 at bats, hit 201 with 9 homers, then gets traded to San Diego, where he only plays in 2 games for San Diego, gets traded to Kansas City, plays 14 games. Again, this is a guy that he might not have been traded. He might have got let go and then signed, but this is a guy that was consistently let go, signed, sent down, called back up, all these different things. Oakland claims him in 2023. There's a oblique injury at the beginning of the season that carved the way for him to get playing time. All of a sudden, this dude out of nowhere plays 137 games in 2023, hits 246 with 30 bombs. Absolute monster to play. 2.2 WAR player, where he played mostly DH. And then this past year, talk about a complete breakout. This dude should have won Breakout Player of the Year or whatever kind of award they got. 5.6 WAR, played 145 games, hit 293 with 39 tanks. This dude is an absolute animal, and all he needed was ABs. That's it. And these teams didn't want to give him that chance. This is a guy who you go back to SEC baseball at Mississippi State. Him and Rafael Palmeiro are the only 2 players in SEC history to win the Triple Crown in baseball. This dude is an absolute stud that can rake. I don't care if you're my DH only. You're going to hit around 300 and hit around 40 homers a year? You can play fucking D. You can hit. Keep a bat in your hand, a helmet on your head, and get ready to hit, bro.
I'll give you 12 minutes. I'll give you 12 minutes a year to do that.
That's going to be Juan Soto here in just a couple of years. Juan Soto's going to be 26. By 30, he's going to be a DH only.
And he's going to be looking like, what's his name? I've seen a bunch, dude. So many memes of Soto by the time his contract's up and his picture of Bartolo Colon.
Dude, I'm so pumped for. I know what you're talking about. I'm so pumped for Brent Rooker getting this deal, staying there to the time they go to Vegas, being a cornerstone of that team. You've already ran through them, but when you talk about a guy like you get to your core 4 there, right? You could really call it core 5 if you include JJ Bleday, but Bleday, Lawrence Butler, Shea Langoliers, Brent Rooker, and then you go and you get Luis Severino too. You got a core 5 here. It's really damn good.
Yeah. Look, I'm excited.
Oh, and by the way, you got the best closer in baseball in Mason Miller.
Yeah, throw him 104. Like,
we didn't even talk about him.
Come on, dude. I mean, look, Ben Joyce is the only other guy that's competing with Mason Miller.
Yeah.
In mile per hour, right?
Right. I love this deal. I think it's a great. The A's did very good with this.
I think that the A's spending money is more exciting to me than Brent Rooker getting an extension or a re-sign.
Re-signed, extended.
Yeah. So, but the A's actually spending money this offseason, actually trying to compete. It shows me that there's a future in this team.
Oh, there's definitely you got a core to build around.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, where do they come in the division? Right, I see them coming in second in the division this year. Who's going to win this division? This one is the closest division, toss-up wise, like right
for winners, for projecting a winner.
So who's gonna win it? Right? Mm-hmm. You got Texas. You got Houston. Okay, Houston got rid of Kyle Tucker, but they added 2 more pieces.
Also, not re-signing Bregman.
Correct. Right. So, what are they gonna do? Not sure. That's a big fucking question mark.
Also lost Verlander.
Correct. Huge question mark. Seattle, dumpster fire. Okay. Angels, you say they're coming in last. I don't see last, but maybe.
Who's going to be last?
I don't know. That's the thing, dude. Who's going to be first?
Texas.
You think?
Texas.
Well, if it is Texas, I don't think it's because of this next guy, but you know.
Shit, don't sleep on my.
Look.
Don't sleep on our guy here.
I'm not sleeping on him.
I'm sad to see him leave the Sox.
Look, we'll just get into it. Congrats, A's. You're spending money. I love it. All right. On to the next team. On to the next guy. Chris Martin signs with the Texas Rangers. He's a bullpen piece. Signs, according to the board, he signs that Coach Jace wrote on. Coach Jace writ. Chris Martin.
It's a dot. It's a point in there.
No, there's not. Chris Martin signs to Texas for 1 year.
I hate you.
$55 million.
I hate you.
But it's actually 5.5. So you're getting a very good bullpen piece for way less than his asking money, probably.
Well, he's going to be 39. I mean, look, this is an older guy. He'll turn 29 or 39 about 2 months into the year.
Says he's 47 right here.
That's his number.
Let's
not forget that.
Okay.
But this is a guy that pitched in Boston last year. He went 3-1 in 45 outings to a 3.45 ERA. This is a great bullpen piece. 44 in the third innings, had 50 strikeouts to only 3 walks. He don't walk anybody. He doesn't give up home runs. He doesn't give up runs. This is a guy that you want in the back of your bullpen. Throw him out there in the 7th inning, 8th inning. If you need him in the 9th, he's got saves as well. I mean, he's got 2 with the Sox last year. Got both of them. I mean, look, this is a guy that you want. I mean, this is a good piece for this team. You're most likely losing Kirby Yates, who was an all-star last year. So you replace him with a Chris Martin who throws harder and has got better stuff.
Yeah, and then you re-sign Nate, right? So you bring him back.
Yep.
You got DeGrom coming back.
Yep.
All right. You got Kumar Rocker and Leiter coming in. And in my opinion, you're 5. Toss up between Maley, Gray, and Bradford.
Well, John Gray is going to most likely be in the starting rotation.
All right, so John Gray will be your 5, or he'll be your 4, and you put Leiter at 5. I think Kumar's your 3, unless you put Gray, just because he's a veteran. You put him up there as your 3, and then you go Kumar, then Leiter. I can see that.
And we know how good John Gray's been out the pen too. If you don't want to do that, I mean, we saw John Gray whenever they made their World Series run. He threw out the bullpen and was really, really good. Yeah,
but I mean, you add Chris Martin as bullpen, and say you have same situation with the Blue Jays or whatever, or with Lorenzen.
Yeah,
that
KC.
situation, right?
Yep.
If you have all those guys go 6. You're in pretty good shape, right? Because now you go and look at their lineup. You got Heim and Higashioka at catcher.
Yep.
All right. You got Jake Berger now at first base.
Yep.
Okay. Simeon's still at second. At short, you got Seager hopefully coming back healthy. Okay. Josh Smith got to be in there somewhere, but you got Young back. You got Evan Carter, Wyatt Langford. Dallas Garcia. Jock is now your DH. Like,
and you still have no place for the Silver Slugger of last year in Josh Smith.
That's what I say. He's got to be in that lineup somewhere. But the issue with that is I don't know where the fuck you're going to put him. Like, you don't. Like, you can go. Maybe you can trade him. I don't know. You don't want to get rid of that.
You don't, because this is a guy that's played the outfield. He's played the infield. He can do everything except pitch and catch.
Yeah.
Play every single position. I mean, he's not somebody that you ideally put in at first base when you got Higgy sitting on the bench, or you got Jonah Heim that can play there too, and he can go behind the plate. So he's not the ideal guy at first base, but he can do it if you need him to.
Right.
I don't think he's ever played there, but if you needed him to, he could. He can play all the infield positions. We know that. He came up shortstop from LSU.
Yeah.
So
most of your shortstops, most of your college shortstops have played every position.
yeah. Dude, this is a team that's loaded. I mean, they're absolutely loaded, and I do think if you're going to trade somebody, it unfortunately is Josh Smith, and you're trading for a lights-out bullpen piece.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think you'd trade him for that. I think you'd try to get rid of Young. I think you would trade somebody else to keep Josh Smith.
You'd trade somebody else first.
But you're not trading Seager. You're not trading. I mean, Josh Smith technically right now is listed as starting shortstop. Because,
yeah, well, we know that's.
But Seager's going to be back. He's going to be healthy. It's going to be fine, unless he had some shit happen. But I mean, dude, I'm kind of with you on this. I think Texas might win this division, and the A's come in second.
Yeah, dude, Texas is going to be tough to beat. That's just a good team. You got DeGrom coming back, and like you said, we saw what Jacob DeGrom did when he made those couple of starts last year. I mean, and we know what he can do whenever he is fully healthy. Yeah, he's 36. So what? He's still got a hundo in the tank. He threw in 3 games last year to a 1.69 ERA at the end of the year. 14 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings. Like, dude still got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And those 14 strikeouts were to 1 walk. So he's got a 14-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio.
Yeah.
Dude still got it.
100%.
And now he's finally coming back healthy. We ain't seen DeGrom healthy and make 30-something starts since the 2019 season. Since then, 12 in the COVID-shortened year, and then 15, 11, 6, and 3. Like, he's coming back healthy. I don't care if he's going to be 37 halfway through the year. I don't give a shit. It's still Jacob DeGrom.
Yes.
100%. And he's going to still be pumping a hundo up in there.
Yep.
And you got DeGrom to lead Kumar and Jack Leiter in their road to shit.
Dude.
Along with this offense.
If they can put everything together with Evan Carter coming back, like,
who they didn't have at all last year.
Right.
Jung, they didn't have it all last year.
Right. And they still had almost 80 wins.
Yeah.
Right. So you can put this team back together how they're meant to be.
Yep.
Holy shit. Especially with Nasty Nate coming back, dude. That's going to be just sick. It's going to be nice. I can't wait to watch this team. But, I mean, until then, we're going to be sitting here and just waiting, getting, like, tapping our legs, fucking just blood coming out of our eyes at this point, waiting on, yeah, you heard it here first, waiting on LSU baseball to start. And we can't wait. We cannot wait.
Yeah.
This is going to be so sick. Can't wait for the season to start. I think we got one more. We talked about it before we started. We got one more episode till we can legitimately sit here and go, okay, let's give a preview on LSU baseball.
I mean, that one episode is dependent on Bregman, Alonso, Hassan Kim, Flaherty, Sasaki. These guys sign. If these guys don't sign
Santander
in the next couple of days, like, we can come in here and talk LSU baseball and talk college baseball. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's true.
So we still got some big names out there. We're going to keep touching on MLB. Obviously, they got names that got to come off the board here at some point. We're what, 30-some-odd days away from college baseball. We're 30-something days away from pitchers and catchers reporting already. So, I mean, we're close to baseball cranking right back up, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I can't wait to get to some LSU ball.
Dude.
You saw before we started, I showed you all the stuff I got saved already.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready to get to some LSU baseball. So excited for that team. We're going to more than 3 games this year, by the way.
Yeah, I got a list of all the games Mom has tickets to, and she probably won't be able to make them all. Now we were sitting in the fucking left field, but it don't matter. I mean, you can. I don't know.
Yeah,
she asked me. She said, "What day do you want?" And I was like, "Fridays are good.
Yeah,
Saturdays are good too. I don't mind a Sunday. Like shit, I don't mind a midweek.
I don't mind watching the game. I love being at Tiger Stadium.
I don't mind.
Love being at Alex
I don't
Box.
mind drinking a 6-pack before I go walk into the stadium.
Yeah,
because that's normally, dude. If I'm going to a game, and it's like, and Victoria's not coming with me, and I don't have to come home first, I'm leaving work
straight to it,
getting a 12-pack,
fact,
and sitting in the parking lot, waiting on somebody else to show up or whoever's coming with me or whatever, you know.
Yeah, and Ubering home.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely Ubering home.
Yeah, so college baseball coming to you soon. Stick with us here. We're about to get there. Lot of news as we said as Coach said to start off the episode. He got put on nights. It got below freezing here in South Louisiana, and we don't know how to deal with that. So Coach had to go do freezing
freeze coverage.
Yeah, freeze coverage at the plant, and I work days. He goes in at nights. We can't make the schedule work to where we can record on their certain times, but we're back. Coach is back to days.
Solid.
And for now, regular scheduled programming coming to you twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. We're going to create a couple shorts here and there. We're going to keep doing some things to get out there. So
I'm going to get working on that, honestly. I got a little program in here I'm going to pull from, and I'm going to start from our first episode on YouTube and just kind of work my way.
Yep.
And so you'll be getting shorts until I catch up, and then once I catch up, then it'll be regular as the episodes come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep doing some things. Again, we're not the most technologically advanced 30 and 29-year-olds like the rest of the 30 and 29-year-olds in the world are, but we're doing what we can. We appreciate everybody tuning in. When you're liking, subscribing, sharing, we see it. We enjoy it. We see all the views that we get. It's really cool, really awesome to see how much the page has grown from when we started to now, and even over the last couple of months. Even over the last few episodes since we've gotten on YouTube, it's been really cool to see how many shorts views we've gotten on YouTube. I mean, we were up to like 600 or 700 views on some of the shorts. So
yeah, so those
pretty cool. Pretty cool to see everybody that's tuning in. Look, we know hour and 30, hour and 40, whatever those episodes are, can get kind of long, kind of boring to watch. But it's baseball. We have a lot of stuff that we had to talk about. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Coach Jace. This is Coach Rob. We're your boys at Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered.